Right, MTG and me, this is Charles, and I found an interesting thread on Reddit yesterday morning talking about new Guilds of Ravnica theme boosters and guild packs. Details actually spoiled on a site called geeknifty.com. It was posted to Reddit by a user by the name of Sacto Gamer. So there's some interesting discussion on Reddit about what this actually means. Notably, they discussed that the guild packs are going to have cards from previous Ravnica sets in them. So if we go over and we take a look at the article on Geek Nifty, we actually see that there's a little bit more information in here. Namely that Wizards of the Coast is going to re-release those themed booster packs that we saw in Dominaria. In fact, I made 2 videos on once for Dominaria. They were pretty hard to find, and they were supposedly only available through Walmart, but I made a video on the mono red one and the mono white one. So all the Dominaria ones were mono-colored, and they included 1 rare or mythic. So Guilds of Ravnica's themed boosters. So Guild of Ravnica's themed boosters are going to be very similar, except they're going to be color paired to match one of the Guilds of Ravnica. So they're all going to contain 1 rare or 1 mythic rare, but they're going to share the 2 colors. Cards are all going to be standard, and they're, I think, really designed for newer players to kind of get a feel for, cards in their guild set. And because they're standard, again, there'd be no confusion on them. What's a little more interesting and a little bit different is the concept they're putting out for the Guilds of Ravnica guild kits. So really, these aren't big boosters, but essentially ready-to-play 60-card decks themed around one of the 5 guilds that are going to be found in the set Guilds of Ravnica. One could suspect then that in the follow-on Ravnica set, they'll release a second set of these 5 guild kits. So these guild kits are going to look a little bit like those Pokemon sets that have a deck, but then some additional swag, such as pins or stickers or spin-down life counters. And again, some of the discussion on Reddit was circling around whether or not the Wizards would go the extra mile to make sure that these spin-down counters are using the same symbols as the actual guilds, because I think that would really push it over for a lot of collectors. No real information on pricing yet for these things, but we could suspect they're probably going to be somewhere in the $20 to $30 range. Again, the most interesting thing about this is that they're going to include cards that are reprinted from previously released Ravnica sets. So once again, on Reddit, there's been a lot of speculation about this being a potential avenue to introduce things such as shocks. And yet we have a little bit of a disparity, because if these products are designed for new players and are designed to kind of catch the attention of casual players with the inclusion of swag such as pins or whatever, that kind of goes in the face of Shocklands. A lot of casual or new players don't really get the value of paying those lives to get the land in untapped. Still, it seems like a really interesting product, a really interesting attempt by Wizards to expand their marketing to newer players and to provide a potentially interesting product to them. I, for one, am going to buy at least one of each of the guild copies, again, because I enjoy collecting various Magic products. I enjoy opening them and sharing them with you. I'm going to keep my eye out for new information on these. The Guilds of Ravnica kits are going to be released later, according to the article, around November 2nd, just in time for their Ravnica weekend, while the theme boosters should be released right with the set around October 5th. All right, so do you guys have any comments? What do you think about these Guilds of Ravnica theme boosters and theme kits? If you'd like to leave a comment below, that'd be great. Thanks, as always, for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and thanks for watching.